Tell me, who else is coming to this party?
Oh, there's Fanta. She specializes in luxury travel. She gets paid to promote the most exclusive hotels and vacation spots in the world.
Bel-Air to Bakersfield. Local artist Gina Herrera had her work featured in that new Peacock show, executive produced by the original Fresh Prince himself. That whimsical branch of colorful yarn is Herrera's handiwork, and you see it for a moment there on screen, but if you know the woman behind it, it will remain in your heart for a lifetime. And before Gina's MFA program, Gina's right here at the University of Arts, Pennsylvania. She was deployed overseas. Yes, Gina is one of the over 50,000 veterans that call Kern County home, serving in the military for over 20 years. She's also a wife. Her husband's here with us today, a Arvin High School teacher and a professor at Bakersfield College. So we have with us Gina Herrera today in our studio and her lovely creations. So thank you for joining us and bringing your gorgeous, gorgeous work, Gina. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Kristen. I really am very honored to be here today.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you're doing Kern County so proud right now in a variety of ways. One thing you mentioned was that you were deployed overseas right before you went to your MFA program. How did that impact you and your art?
Well, when I was over there, there's this place called the Graveyard, and it's like thousands and thousands of acres of U.S. trash, and I was standing there with my uniform, and I kind of had a revelation, or kind of being disappointed in the U.S. of leaving our trash behind. And I've always been an environmentalist in disguise. And I just was thinking, like, how can I make a difference and things like that. So that's when I really started thinking, like, how am I going to change my art to reflect what I truly believe in.
Definitely. And you were in, I believe, Afghanistan, right?
No, Iraq.
Iraq, right. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's amazing that you just, it stuck with you that time that you were there in a variety of ways, really initiating a life of service, even in speaking up for the environment. So tell us how that does translate into your work here. We see these pieces on the table that some of them are actually at Bird Dog Arts right now. So we have a little art gallery right here, but you can see more at Outlets at Tejone's Bird Dog Arts. So tell us what people could look forward to.
Well, these are my smallest creation. This really was a challenge because mostly all my work is about 5 to 7 feet tall. And these 3 pieces, and I'm working on 2 more, are heading to Texas. I have an upcoming show up in Blue Star Contemporary in San Antonio. So yeah, so these are, like, I like to drink a lot of boba drinks. So underneath, these are plastic cups that I glue on a bunch of, like, plastic caps, things that goes to the trash. And then after that, I do some plaster over it. And then I color the plaster with acrylic. And then I go ahead and I add some paper and fabrics, and I let it dry, this is the best time to do plaster because it's getting hot.
Right.
And then what I do is then I start adding all these little things, you know, like I add like a little, my eye drops, I have a little penny, I do like little leather, and then necklace and beads and stuff like that. So I don't know, they just like little characters. They make me happy. They're just like happy little things, and I don't know, they just, in the world we're living in, we need happiness and we need joy.
Yes, and definitely that happiness and joy translates in the education that you provide people in Kern County, both high schoolers and college students. Our editor, who's kind of behind the scenes right now, he was one of your students as well. Tell me about the importance of encouraging creativity here in Kern County and really making the art community come to the forefront.
Well, art is so vital because it uses the other side of your mind. It uses you to be creative, use your imagination, because you never know. And in life, you have to be imaginative. You know, one day you're going to have a house. What color are you going to paint your walls? You know, what is your decor going to look like? What you dress. I mean, we are art pieces.
Yes.
Every day we wake up, we figure out, you know, what we're going to wear, how we present ourselves, how we talk, how we convey our thoughts. You know, and things like that. And it's so vital because in the world that we are living in, we need a lot more creative individuals because these kids need it. It's an outlet. It's a way of, you know, a lot of kids are battling anxiety and depression, and art is a really great way because it's very meditative. You know, you repeat the same thing and sometimes you zone out. while you're doing your art. And that's what I do. I mean, sometimes I'm in my studios till 11 o'clock at night and I realize, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock, I gotta go to bed. And it's just, it's good therapy. It opens your mind, it opens your horizons. We need more creative individuals in this world because you have to be creative.
Yes.
You know, you have to think about, you know, what kind of show you want to put on, who you want to invite, who are your guests, and you got to figure out how you're going to make the story captivating.
Definitely. And you really captivated audiences in that show we mentioned that is a spinoff of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Tell me just finally what your reaction was to seeing it on the screen.
Well, you know, I was shell-shocked. I was like, oh my God. I was actually, because I was watching and I paused and I actually like, wow.
That's my piece.
That's my piece. It was
Which is right here.
Yeah, it's right here. And she's very famous.
Yes.
And I was just so psyched to be on there. I was like, wow. And my piece is finally in Hollywood, you know, and so I'm hoping more things to come. And I want to shout out to my students that never stop chasing your dreams. Never. You keep going, no matter how hard the road is, you keep going until you make it. And that's really what I want. I want to be a lesson for my students that I am still chasing my dream of becoming a famous artist. And I want them to witness my journey and my road so that one day I'm at the Metropolitan Museum of Art with a retrospective. They'll be like, oh my God, that was my teacher.
Gina, you are such an inspiration to so many, including myself. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be right back after the break.
Thank you so much.